My name is Michael, and I need you to listen carefully. Because if you've ever woken up at night thinking someone was walking around your home, it might not have been your imagination. For the past 3 months, every single night, at exactly 3:11 a.m., I've been hearing footsteps inside my apartment, not from upstairs, not from the hallway outside, but from inside. Slow, dragging footsteps, moving across the old wooden floorboards of my place in Brooklyn. I didn't want to believe it. Not at first. I kept telling myself it was just the neighbors, the heater, the building settling. Until the night I realized the footsteps were coming from the direction of my bedroom door, and I live alone. It all started after I moved into my grandfather's old apartment, a small rent-controlled place he left me after he passed away. I never knew the details of his death. Family didn't like to talk about it. They said he collapsed in the hallway. That was all. The place felt normal during the day. Old, a little dusty, creaky floors, typical Brooklyn building from the 60s. But at night, things changed. The first time I heard the footsteps, I woke up confused. It was 3:11 a.m. Exactly. I checked the time on my phone twice. Soft steps, heel first, then a dragging sound, slowly moving from the front door, down the hallway. Stopped right outside my bedroom. I held my breath, waiting for something to happen. But after a moment, silence. The next night, same time, same sound. Footsteps, hallway, bedroom door. Stop. It happened every night for a week. I tried earbuds, I tried music, I even slept with the TV on, but nothing blocked it out. The footsteps always came, always stopped at my bedroom door, always at 3:11. One morning, I cracked the door open, expecting to find a loose board or some animal or something I could explain. But instead, I noticed something else. Scratches. Thin, deep scratches carved into the wood frame of my bedroom door. On the inside, as if someone had been clawing at it from within my room. I touched them, and the wood felt freshly cut, sharp on my fingertips. I tried to shake it off. Work helped distract me. I'd take the subway into Manhattan every morning, grab coffee, go through my routine like nothing was wrong. But every night, 3:11, my eyes snapped open like someone shook me awake, and the footsteps began. Sometimes slower, sometimes faster, sometimes stopping closer to the door than before. One night, it sounded like someone stood on the other side, breathing. Deep, wet breaths. I told myself it was my imagination, stress, lack of sleep. But then something happened that I couldn't ignore. I recorded it. I put my phone on the nightstand and hit record before bed. In the morning, I replayed it. Footsteps, clear as day, moving toward my door. Then, at the end of the recording, a whisper, a man's voice, low, rough, like someone who hadn't spoken in years. It said, "Can you hear me?" I dropped the phone. My hands were shaking so badly I almost dropped it again. That voice wasn't mine. It wasn't the TV. It wasn't outside. It was inside my room. I started checking everything. The walls, the vents, the closets, and that's when I found it, while pulling off a loose section of the baseboard in the hallway. I discovered something wedged behind it, a small metal key, old, cold, and marked with a tiny engraving, 11. Just the number, nothing else. I didn't know what had opened, but the moment I touched it, I swear I heard footsteps behind me. I spun around, but the hallway was empty. Still, the air felt wrong, heavy, like someone had been standing right behind me a second earlier. Later that night, the footsteps were different, louder, heavier, not soft, dragging anymore, but deliberate steps, coming closer and closer. And instead of stopping at my bedroom door, the doorknob rattled. I sat up in bed so fast my vision blurred. The knob turned, just a little, then turned back. I didn't sleep at all after that. The next day, I finally realized what the key belonged to. The old hallway closet, a tall wooden one built directly into the wall. One I had never opened because the lock was rusted tight. But when I slid the key into the lock, it clicked instantly. The door creaked open, and I felt a cold wave of air hit me, like the inside of a freezer. There were deep scratches on the back wall of the closet, long, desperate marks, as if someone had tried to claw their way out. And taped to the wall was a note, yellowed with age, written in shaky handwriting. It said, "They come at 3:11. Do not listen to their footsteps. Do not let them speak to you. And never, ever open the door." My hand shook as I pulled the note down. I stepped back, and the closet door slammed shut behind me. Not just closed, slammed. So hard the floor shook, I froze. The apartment was silent, but that kind of silence that feels like something is holding its breath. That night, I didn't lie down. I sat up in bed, lamp on, waiting. At 3:11, the light flickered and went out. I'd heard the footsteps immediately, but they weren't coming from the hallway. They were inside my bedroom, slow, dragging steps, moving behind the bed. I felt the mattress sink, as if someone had sat down on the edge. The weight was real. The bed dipped under it. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. I turned my head just a little and saw a silhouette sitting on the mattress, back turned to me, shoulders rising and falling with slow, heavy breaths. Its hair hung long and tangled, its spine curved in a way no human spine should bend. Then, it turned its head. Not its body, its head. Rotated all the way around, slowly, until I was staring into two dark hollows where eyes should have been. Its mouth hung open, a long black line that stretched too far across its face, leaking something thick and dark. Behind it, in the doorway, two more figures stood watching, and they whispered, in voices that sounded like wind scraping through broken glass. "Time! It's time! You open the door!" I scrambled off the bed and ran, out of the room, down the hall, out of the apartment. I don't remember grabbing my keys. I don't remember the stairs. I don't even remember breathing. I just remember the cold, the kind of cold that follows you out of a place, clings to you, makes you feel like someone is walking right behind you, matching your steps. I stayed in a hotel that night, thought I'd finally escaped. But at 3:11 a.m., I woke up. Footsteps. Not in the hallway. Inside the hotel room, dragging across the carpet, moving toward the side of the bed. Then that same whisper. "You opened the closet. Now follow us." I bolted upright. Lights on. Heart pounding. Nothing there. But the carpet near the bed had fresh impressions, as if someone had been standing there. I haven't gone back to the apartment since, but it doesn't matter. They follow me now, everywhere. Office bathroom, empty parking lots, even on the subway when the train tunnels go dark. Always at 3:11, always walking, always closer. If you're hearing this, and if you ever wake up to footsteps in your home, don't get up. Don't open the door. And whatever you do, never open a closet you didn't lock yourself. Because once you hear the footsteps, they hear you too. And once they whisper your name, it's already too late.